Hello there. This is the family doctor. Just you keep away from hornets after this.
Don't you worry none about that, Doc. I sure will.
Yep. Just make sure they're honeybees instead of hornets.
Thank you, Doc. This here mud you slapped on my face and hands sure seems to help a heap.
You drop round tomorrow afternoon about 4:30, Hank, and we'll have another look at you.
Well, so long, Doc. How much obliged? Oh, hello there, Mattie.
Good morning, Mr. Hazen. Good morning, Dr. Adams.
Morning, Mattie. You next, are you?
Well, I think I am. I should be. I've been waiting long enough.
Well, come on in. Sit down in that big chair. Hank Hazen's had a little trouble with his bees. He don't see as good as he used to.
Appears to me as how he'd see better if he weren't so vain. Verily, every man at his best state is altogether vanity. Selah, that's what the good book says.
It does, eh? Doesn't say nothing about the women, eh?
Not in that passage, it don't.
Vain, eh? How do you figure out that Hank's vain, Mattie?
Well, he won't wear them spectacles, the gold-rimmed ones that you sent away for him for. Says folks will think he's getting decrepit. Why, it's getting so he can't even read the court records he read.
You and Hank had another falling out?
Well, what if we have? That's our business, ain't it? And nobody else's.
Yeah, that's right. You're absolutely correct. Well, Mattie, what's the trouble this time?
Oh, Dr. Adams, that misery's come back in my neck and shoulder again.
It has, eh? What you been eating?
Just what you told me. Half a lemon and hot water in the morning, an apple and some celery at noon, and meat and potatoes just once a day. That's all, and nothing more.
Nothing more?
Well, I did go to sociable last Wednesday.
What'd you eat there?
Well, of course, I had to enter into the festivities, like.
Oh, yes,
and,
of course.
Well, they had some of Mrs. Phillips's lamb and curry.
Uh-huh.
And some of Mrs. Rankin's splendid watermelon pickle.
Uh-huh.
And some of Mrs. Mason's fresh homemade strawberry ice cream. And, of course, I took one of my angel food cakes with the boiled ice, and you know, Dr. Adams, the kind you like so well.
Yeah, I know. But you see, Mattie, I don't have any misery in my neck and shoulder.
No,
Mattie Clark, that's the trouble with you and people like you. You get something the matter with you, then you expect the doctor to fix you up all by himself. Gosh, to Friday. He can't do it, Mattie. Why, the human system just like that automobile of mine sitting out there in Maple Street. I've been driving that automobile for 6 years, and it's as good today as it was the day I bought it. Why? Because I don't go out and put a lot of coal oil and ether in the gas tank. Just 'cause I think it'll be entering into the festivities like.
Now,
No,
Doctor,
sorry, Bob. And you can't do it with the human system, neither.
Oh.
Well, I'll give you some of these pellets, and then you stop into the drugstore on your way home and get Pete May to give you some more of that same liniment. And then, Mattie Clark, you see that you stay with that diet list I gave you.
Well, all right, Dr. Adams, but Oh, look.
What's the matter?
There she comes.
Who?
Judge Sam Windsor's girl, Faith.
Well, what's so startling about that?
Oh, Dr. Adams, ain't you heard?
No, can't say they have.
Why, it's all over town. It swept Cedarton just like the gales of Galilee.
Mattie Clark, what are you talking about?
Well, you know Faith Windsor's the treasurer of a Sunday school class, the daughters of Naomi.
Yes, I heard about that.
Well, they were all getting ready for the class picnic next Saturday up to Miller's Lake, and what do you think?
I can't.
The money's disappeared.
What?
Yes. All the class funds has just been swept off the face of the earth, so to speak. And I ain't one to carry tales.
Oh, of course not.
But just at the same time, Faith Windsor came out with a brand new pink organdy. She wore it to the sociable last Wednesday.
Well, hasn't Sam Windsor enough money to buy his daughter a new dress if he wants to?
No, of course, if he wants to.
Oh, stuff, Friday, Maddie Clark. What are you trying to say?
Well, I ain't one to...
Are you trying to say that little Faith Windsor stole that money?
Of course, I don't know that she did, but it looks a mighty suspicious to me. She had the money to her house, didn't she? The money disappeared from the face of the earth, didn't it? And then she comes out with a new organdy.
It isn't true. You're lying, Miss Clark, and you know it.
Now, Faith.
Well, it's you that started all this terrible talk about me, and not one bit of it's true. Do you hear? Not one bit of it. You know I didn't steal that money, but you've got everybody in Cedarton thinking I did, and someday I'm going to prove I didn't do it. And then you'll see what I did.
Well, I never... What's this younger generation coming to, talking to the elders like we was dumb animals? Well, I think I'd better be getting down to the drugstore. I don't want to delay putting on that liniment.
Here's your pellets, Maddie.
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you, Dr. Adams. I most forgot them. Well, good day, Dr. Adams.
Good day, Maddie. I hope your misery is better. The one in your neck and shoulders, I mean.
Thank you kindly. Good day.
Not one to carry tales. Gosh, to Friday.
Hello, Doc.
Oh, hello, Judge Windsor.
Going into the drugstore?
Yep, I have to give Pete May some instructions about a prescription.
Well, come in with me. I'll buy you root beer.
Oh, all right. Don't mind if I do. 'Tis might hot.
Go ahead. I'm right with you.
Hi, Doc. Morning, Judge
Windsor. Hello, Pete.
Well, what'll it be, gents?
Well, I've decided to go hog wild and spend a nickel on Doc Adams. 2 root beers, Pete.
2 root beers, right.
You haven't seen your daughter lately in the last hour or so, have you, Sam?
Faith? No. Why?
Well, she was coming over for pennyroyal, I think. She and the daughters of Naomi was to have a picnic next Saturday, I understand, and said something about the mosquitoes being pretty bad right now at Miller's Lake.
Oh? Well, no, I haven't seen her.
There you are, gents. Ice cold and a nickel a glass.
Thanks, Pete. Well, Doc, here's how.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
You wanting anything else, Judge? My telephone's ringing.
No, that's all for now, Pete. Here's your dime.
Thanks.
The girls ought to have a fine time on their shindig. Beautiful place, Miller's Lake. Beautiful. Been thinking about buying some property up there. Think it'll double in value in the next 5 years.
Oh, Judge, it's for you, Mrs. Windsor.
Oh, thanks, Pete. You're right back, Doc. It's my wife. Probably forgot to tell me to bring home a watermelon.
You been busy lately, Doc?
Hello?
No.
What?
People in Cedarton are all pretty healthy.
Too healthy for you and me, eh, Doc? Oh, of course, I didn't mean
I'll
that.
bring him right with me. Doc.
Hmm?
Doc, you've got to come up to the house with me right away.
Oh, well, what's the matter?
Faith, she's very sick all of a sudden. Come on, Doc. We'll go in my car. It's right around the corner.
Oh, good morning, Judge Windsor.
Morning. Come on, Doc. Please, hurry.
Morning, Pete. What's the trouble up the Windsors?
Well, now, that's too bad.
What is it, Pete? What is it?
Yeah? Why, Mrs. Windsor just phoned the judge and told him Faith's awful sick. Got sick all of a sudden, she said.
Faith sick? Oh, well, all of a sudden? Well, I wonder what could be the trouble.
There. Now, that mustard and water and that white of egg did the trick. Now, you'll be all right, Faith.
Faith, honey. Your mother found it.
What?
Your mother found the money.
She did? Oh, I'm glad.
There now, Faith. Now, you're going to be all right.
Sure she is. As right as right. And she's going to have the best time on that picnic that any girl's ever had anywhere.
You don't mind telling where Mrs. Windsor found the money, do you, Sam?
No, I don't mind. Young Sam Jr. took it.
Sammy? Why?
He was just playing a prank on you, Faith. Just like a younger brother, he and some of the other boys decided it would be fun to hide those funds. So Faith and the girls couldn't go to their picnic.
Oh, I see.
And then, when they found out what people around town were saying about Faith, they were scared to give it back. But just as soon as I can get around to it, I've got a prank I'm going to play on him with a hairbrush. Yes, sir.
Well, Faith, I'll drop around again this evening just to see how you're getting along. To fix you up so as you can eat anything you want to on that picnic Saturday.
Thank you, Dr.
Can
Adams.
you find your way out by yourself, Doc?
Oh, yes. After 18 years of coming around here, I should. Well, goodbye now. See you later.
Oh, well, we meet again, Dr. Adams.
Oh, yes, Maddie. We meet again. Small world.
Dr. Adams, I heard that Faith was ailing.
Yeah, she was. She'll be all right now.
Anything serious?
Oh, might have been. She ate some rat poison.
Rat poison?
Yep. She felt so bad about the gossip that was going on around town. You know, about the money.
Oh, yes, the money.
They found it, though.
They did? Where was it?
Young Sammy had it hid just as a joke.
Oh, well, I'm so glad they found it. I'm glad, too, that Faith's feeling better.
Yeah. If you don't mind my saying so, Mattie, I think you should be glad.
Well, after all, Dr. Adams, I was just trying to do my duty as I saw it.
Duty?
After all, the scripture says, thou shalt not steal.
Oh, I see. Yes, that's the 8th commandment, if I remember rightly.
Yes, the 8th commandment.
Let me see. Do you recollect the 9th commandment, Mattie? I just don't seem to recall it for the minute.
The 9th? What? Oh, yes, I remember it. It says, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
Oh, yes, that's right. False witness.
Oh, Dr. Adams, I'm so sorry.
Are you, Mattie? That's good.
Doctor, I ain't never going to talk about anybody in Cedarton again. Never.
I'm pretty sure you won't, Mattie. And say, you'd best get on home now. Put some of that liniment on your misery.
Yes, sir.
The one in your neck and shoulder, I mean. I guess the other one will disappear of its own accord.
May's Drugstore. Yeah, this is Pete May. Oh, hello there, Miss Adams. Yeah, he's here. Just came in. Doc Adams, your wife's on the phone for you.
Oh, thanks, Pete. Yeah. Hello, Lou. No, I won't forget. I've got a note in my medicine bag, one in my small change pocket, and one inside my hat. All right, dear. I won't forget. Goodbye. Mrs. Adams thinks I'll always forget everything she asks me to do for her. Of course, I do. Just once in a while, when I have something on my mind, like an operation or something like that, but... Wait a minute. Now, what was it she wanted this time? Let me see. Where's that note I left in my hat?
What hat, Doc?
Huh? What? Well, gosh to Friday. I must have left it over to the Rankins.
You maybe got something on your mind this time, Doc, but it sure ain't your hat.
Wait, now, here's another one of Lou's notes. Let's see. Note interest. She's right, as usual. I've got to pay my interest at the bank today, or Sam Windsor might foreclose on me.
Say, if you wait a sec till I get my apron off, I'll run over to the bank with you. Got to get my deposit in before closing time.
Go ahead, I'll wait. Say, Pete, what do you do with your customers while you're gone like this?
Oh, just let 'em wait. All it says is how the ones that don't wait just probably want a postage stamp. Well, here I am. Let's go, Doc. Wait till I lock her up tight as a drum. Okay, I'm ready.
You know, Pete, Well... Oh, well. It isn't any of my business.
What's sticking in your craw, Doc?
Well, it just appears to me that you'd be giving the folks of Cedarton a lot better service if you had some bright youngster to help you at the soda fountain and make your deliveries for you and sort of help out all around.
Oh, well, I suppose I would, but dang it, I tried a couple of years ago, and every one of them that applied had some sort of highfalutin idea about how much it was worth or getting off Saturday afternoons or something. I don't know what's got into the younger generation.
Oh, gosh, to Friday, Pete, there's nothing the matter with the younger generation. That just goes to show that you're getting on in years when you talk like that.
Well, I don't know, but it sure seems like to me that there's a lot more wrongdoing by young folks nowadays than there was when I was a shaver.
Well, maybe there is, but that's your fault.
Huh? My fault?
And mine. If there's anything wrong with the world these young folks were born into, it's you and me that made it that way, not the young folks.
Yeah, well, here we are at the bank.
All right, Pete. We'll talk about that subject some more sometime.
Oh, sure, Doc. Sure thing you know. Well, so long.
Hello there, Doc. I bet I'll know what you're here for.
Yes, I guess you do, Sam. But you must have closed court early today.
Well, there wasn't anything on the calendar, so I declared a recess until tomorrow. Come on over to my desk and I'll make you out a receipt.
There must be strangers in Cedarton.
Why?
Nobody but you owns an automobile that'll go that fast, Sam.
Doc, you're...
All right, don't nobody move.
Great Godfrey Bandit.
Family transition to get busy. But if you stay right where you are, nobody will get hurt.
What can I do?
All right,
What can I
boys, move it
do?
up.
I'd say if you try to do anything, Sam, you won't be opening any more courts.
You over there, pipe down. I don't want no more. What's that? Who did that? Come on, boys, make it snappy. We gotta get out of here.
Don't get excited. Hello, this is... Oh, hello, Lou. Yeah, I was there all right. Oh, I'm fine. No, nobody got hurt that I've heard of, and I guess I'd have heard. Well, I'm just cleaning up a few things, and then I'll be right home. All right, honey, you go on to bed then. Good night. Oh, hello there. Something I can do for you?
Yeah. You can...
Oh, gosh, Friday, where's my spirits of ammonia? Yeah. Yeah, now, young fella, you take a whiff of this. A little more.
Yeah. You can... Say, where am I? Who are you?
Well, I'm Dr. Adams. Who are you?
Oh, yeah. I remember. I've got something wrong with my leg.
Well, let's take a look at it. Young fella, well, you've been shot.
Yeah, I know.
Well, let's get you fixed up. Yes, sir. Now, what'd you say your name was?
I didn't say.
Oh, that's right, you didn't. Of course, I've got to have it for my records.
Yeah? Well, just put me down as Johnny Jones.
Johnny Jones, huh? Certainly a lot of you Joneses in the world. Where'd you all come from, huh? Oh, this'll hurt a bit, all right. Can't help it.
Sorry.
There. How'd you get this, Johnny?
Me? I was hunting.
Hunting, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was any elephants around here.
Elephants?
Must have been pretty big game you were hunting. This is a bullet from a .45 automatic pistol.
Yeah. Well, let's quit talking about it and get me out of here.
Oh, I'm hurrying as fast as I can, youngster.
I'm no youngster.
Oh, no? No, I guess you're not. By the way, I need this for my records, too. How old are you?
19.
19? Yeah. Of course, if you were hunting today, you didn't hear about the bank robbery in Cedarton this afternoon.
Yeah?
Yeah, nobody harmed, though. Leastwise, none of the Cedarton folks. Now, this is going to hurt quite a bit. I got to be sure that wound's sterile. Say, now, gosh, to Friday, that couldn't have hurt that much.
All right. You've got me. I was with them. I was their lookout. Go ahead. Turn me in.
Turn you in? Oh, you won't have to go to bed. That's just a flesh wound. You got a place to stay tonight?
Stay? Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I've got a place to stay.
Well, that's fine. Now, good night.
How much do you?
Oh, we'll just call this an emergency. Good night, Johnny.
Good night, Doc. Thanks.
Hello. Say, connect me with Bill Benson down to the police, will you? Thanks, yeah. Yeah, right away. Hello, Chief. This is Dr. Adams. Yeah, say, Chief, I think maybe if you get out on Maple Street right now, you pick up a young fella that might know something about that holdup this afternoon. Yeah, he just... Yeah. Hello. Gosh, to Friday. I hope I'm doing right.
Hey, Doc, what'd you want me to come up to court for?
Be quiet, Pete. Judge Windsor's just about to open court.
Well, all right, but I'd like to know what it's all about.
Hear ye. General session of the Court of Peace of Cedar Township now in order. Judge Samuel Windsor presiding. Quiet.
What's the first case?
Well, the first and only case is the People versus Jones. Johnny Jones, to be exact.
Who's the complainant?
State, Your Honor. Complaint's on your desk there.
Oh. Who's the first witness?
Well, the first and only witness is Dr. Grant Adams.
Dr. Adams, take the stand, please.
Raise your right hand. You swear in the cause now, hearing to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Dr. Adams, you treated a young man for a gunshot wound several nights ago, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Did he admit to you how he was wounded?
Yes, he did. He said he'd been hunting.
Did he say anything about having participated in any holdup or robbery or anything of the sort? Any committing of a felony?
No, sir. He didn't admit anything of the sort.
Is that all the testimony you have to offer?
Yes, I guess that's all.
That's all, Dr. Adams. Thank you. Is there any other witness to appear in this case? Case dismissed for lack of sufficient evidence. Court will recess till noon tomorrow at 10 o'clock. I'd like to see the former prisoner and the witness in my chambers at once. You better come in too, Pete May. That'll be all for now.
Come on, Pete, quick. Come on, quit asking questions.
Come on, Doc. Come in, Pete. Shut the door. Well, Doc, have you got anything more to say?
Oh, well, I've got a little story I'd like to tell. Seems like about 19 or 20 years ago, I was called over to Dunlap County. A young wife was just about to have a baby. Her name was Kemp, Martha Kemp. Her father's name was Ben. It was a fine youngster. They named him Johnny. I haven't heard about this little family for about 5 years, but I did hear then that the mother had died and the young father was killed in a landslide when he was working some sort of mine over near Dunlap. Nobody seemed to know anything about the youngster, except he'd gone to the city. Funny how young folks change, isn't it? Well, I guess that's all.
Doc, is that the truth?
That's the truth, Johnny.
How'd you know?
Here's your wallet, Johnny. You dropped it when you fell into my office a few nights ago.
Gee, thanks.
Say, by the way, Pete, you were telling me you were thinking of hiring some bright youngster to work in your store, weren't you?
That's right, Doc.
Well, what do you think of Johnny here?
I think he'd be first rate.
Yeah, I think so, too. Say, Sam, I never did get that receipt for my interest. We had a sort of an interruption the other day. Can you give it to me now?
Sure, Doc. Come along.
Gee, Pete, ain't he swell?
Yeah, Johnny, he's swell.
Hello. Oh, howdy there, Griff Miller.
Going up to your office, are you?
Yes, sir. Anything I can do for you?
Well, now, don't rightly know. I reckon so that'll be up to you.
Well, I guess you're right, Griff. Well, come on up.
Ain't as young as he used to be. Stairs kind of took me out.
Well, I guess there isn't any hurry. We can take 'em slower. How's business at the boathouse, Griff?
Oh, tolerable for this time of season, I reckon, but reckon this is going to be the last. Yep, the last.
What? Oh, no. Gosh, to Friday, Griff. You've got a long time to live yet.
Yep, I guess you're right, Doc. That's just the trouble.
What do you mean?
Oh, there ain't nothing nobody can do about it. Just have to let it go, I guess. Yep.
Oh, here's Lawyer Bates coming down the stairs. Howdy, Ralph.
Yeah, howdy.
Oh, now, what do you suppose is fretting Ralph Bates?
What say?
I said, don't you know Lawyer Bates?
Oh, yes, yep, I know him all right.
Well, you didn't speak to each other.
Yeah, that's right, nope. We didn't speak to each other, nope.
Well, step right in, Griff.
Thank you. Can I sit right down, Doc? Kind of tuckered.
Sure, it's right in that big chair.
Feels good.
Now, what seems to be the trouble?
Well, I'll tell you. For about a week now, I've been getting dizzy spells, sort of. Seeing black spots in front of my eyes. Kind of worries me.
Take off your coat, Griff. Open up your shirt.
Going to cut me open?
No. I'm just going to do a little sounding. Griff, have you been doing any hard work on those boats of yours?
Well, no, not to speak of. Got to keep them in shape, of course, but I've been getting the Maynard twins to do the most of it. Pay them 25 cents an hour after school.
I see.
What's that for, Doc? All that thumping around my chest.
Oh, just trying out a theory. Now, Griff, when I place this stethoscope to your chest, you just sit there in a natural like and breathe. That's it.
What is it, Doc? My heart.
Yes, Griff. It's your heart.
That's what I thought. Yep, that's what I thought.
How old are you, Griff?
How old? Well, let me see. Well, I was too old to join up with TR and the Rough Riders in 98. Well, reckon I'm past 70. That's about all I can recollect.
Now, you tell me the truth, young man. Haven't you been doing some extraordinary hard manual labor lately?
No, Doc. I swear I ain't. The Maynard twins have been doing it all.
Then you got something on your mind.
Well,
What's fretting you?
Oh, Doc, I can't stand it.
Well, tell me about it. You know, a doctor has to keep lots of secrets.
I guess that's right. Well, it's this way. My daddy had that there boathouse up to Miller's Lake afore me, and his daddy afore him, Granddaddy Leish Miller, he discovered it. We Millers sort of took it for granted, I guess, that it belonged to us. Yep, belonged to us.
Well, doesn't it?
Well, this is Saturday afternoon. It belongs to us Millers. Me being the last belongs to us up till Monday morning.
And what's going to happen then?
Dr. Adams, I don't like to complain none, but, well, truth is, I let myself in for a mortgage on the place 3 years ago, just in order to get some new canoes and some of them newfangled outboard motors, as they call them. Yep, there's a mortgage on the place.
And is the mortgage due now?
No, not that. The principal ain't due for another 7 years, but, of course, there's always the interest to pay. Well, I told you how business has been pretty good this season, but it ain't, Doc. Doc, it ain't at all. It's been, well, as the young folks say, it's been lousy.
And you can't meet your interest payment right now, is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Griff, who holds the mortgage on your property up there to the lake?
Oh, well, I don't think that makes no difference. Nope, it don't make...
Griff?
Yep, Doc?
Who holds that mortgage?
Lawyer Bates.
That's what I thought.
How's that?
Never mind. Now, Griff, I'm going to give you some pellets to take. I want you to take these just as you get up in the morning, then just before you go to bed at night.
Just as you say, Doc.
2 each time, twice a day. And don't you forget them.
No, I won't. Reckon as how they'll help her, might, Doc?
Yes, they will. But they won't do it all. Griff, you've got to stop worrying about the boats or the canoes or outboard motors or the mortgage. You understand?
Well, yep, Doc, I understand. I know what you're getting at, but...
I said not to worry, Griff. I'm your doctor. You let me worry about everything.
Well, thank you, Doc. It's mighty kind of you. Well, I reckon I might as well be getting back to the lake. Well, thank you, Doc. I'll pay you later for these here pills. Yep, I'll pay you later.
Well, don't you worry about it, Griff. Just you take them and let me worry about the paying. And drop in again, say, Monday morning.
Well, thank you again, Doc. Well, good night.
Good night, Griff. Well, Bates, the old skinflint, gosh, to Friday. And so help me, I don't think there's a thing I can do. Well, Ralph, what in the name of good and bad's happened to you?
How should I know? That's what I called you for, to find out. Where have you been? Called you an hour ago.
Oh, well, you know what it is around the house Monday morning?
No, I don't know.
Well, let me take a look at you. Mm-hmm. How do you feel?
Rotten.
That's what I thought.
What?
Let me see your tongue.
Say, what's my tongue got to do with it?
Let me feel your pulse.
Pulse? Well, all right.
Just as I thought.
What is it, Doctor? What is it?
Varicella.
What? Oh, good heavens, what's that? It sounds terrible.
It is. It's chicken pox.
Chicken pox? What did you say? Impossible. Chicken pox at my age. Impossible.
No, it isn't impossible. It happens quite often. Sometimes it's quite dangerous, too, in men of your age, I mean.
Dangerous? Oh, no, it can't be.
Well, that's what it is. I'm certain of it. Chicken pox. And that means I'll have to place you in quarantine.
Oh, yes, of course. But, what? Quarantine? You can't do that. I've got business to do.
Yeah.
This is Monday morning. I've got a very important business transaction to take care of today. You can't put me in quarantine.
No, Ralph, you mustn't carry on so. It's bad for your heart with chicken pox.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give Pete May a prescription for you, and he can send it up with Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, is this business transaction of yours anything I can take care of for you?
Of course not. No small-town doctor has enough brains to take care of anything. I just lose it, that's all. Well, maybe he won't be able to raise it today. Let's hope so anyway.
Yeah, that's of course. Well, I'll drop around again this evening, Ralph. I'll see you then.
Chicken pox at my age. It's preposterous. That's what it is. Preposterous, I say. I never heard.
Let me see. Where'll I put this sign? Right here, I guess. And there we are. Nice and yellow. Quarantine. How have you been feeling over the weekend? You look a lot better.
Well, I feel better, Doc.
Well, that's good. You haven't raised the interest on the mortgage yet, have you?
No, I ain't. Thought while I was up here I'd drop in on Lawyer Bates and tell him he might as well take the place over.
Lawyer Bates won't be in his office today, Griff.
Oh, he won't?
No, he won't be down. How much was that interest payment, Griff?
$73.47.
Mm-hmm. I see. Just a minute. There you are, Griff.
What's this, Doc? A prescription? Oh, why, no. It's a check. A check for $75.
I'm taking a lien on your new canoes and motors, Griff.
Oh.
Take that check down to the bank right away. Get Judge Windsor to apply it against Ralph Bates' interest claim. Oh. And then go on back to the lake and take a rest.
Oh, I can't do this, Doc. I can't.
Listen, young man, didn't I tell you last Saturday to let your doctor do the worrying for you?
Oh, Doc, how can I thank you?
Say, by the way, Griff, haven't you got a lot of poison oak up there around Miller's Lake?
Poison oak? Law me, doctors. There's tons of it. Wish I could get rid of it.
Get rid of it? Oh, you'd better not, Griff. It may come in handy again sometime.
What do you mean? Leaving me all alone in this house all day without anybody to take care of me? With that plagued yellow sign out there on my front stoop.
Oh, now, Ralph, I told you to keep yourself calm. Let me take a look at you. There seems to be a little change.
Change?
Mm-hmm. It doesn't look like chicken pox this evening.
What? What do you mean? What is it?
It looks like poison oak.
Poison oak? And you let me stay here. Let me out of here. I've got to find Sam Windsor. I've got to foreclose that mortgage.
Mortgage? Say, that reminds me. I saw Griff Miller this afternoon, just after the bank closed.
Griff Miller?
Yeah. Told me he just paid the interest on his mortgage. Yeah, he felt pretty spry about it, too.
Then then it's too late.
Say, by the way, speaking of your poison oak, Ralph, they tell me there's a lot of it up around Miller's Lake. You don't suppose that's where you caught yours, do you? Sort of surveying around and like?
Grant Adams, you old fox. You did that to me a purpose.
Why, what do you mean, Ralph?
You made me think I had that plagued chicken pox just to give Grip Miller time to pay off that interest. You knew all the time I didn't have chicken pox.
Why, Ralph, don't you realize you're scandalizing my professional ethics?
Professional ethics. You're a doctor, Grant, and as such you're bound to treat human ills. I guess you just can't help treating some of the mental ills of us humans along with the physical ones.
Oh, now.
I know I'm right. I can see it in your eyes. And Grant Adams, God bless you for it.
This is the family doctor. I'll be in to see you again right soon. Goodbye.